NBA superstar may not be 180 Club. Of course, 180 Club may not be a superstar as strong as Jordan Kirby. James never entered 180 Club. This means that it's not easy to complete this achievement in a single season. The so-called 180 Club is a single season with a head-to-head hit rate of more than 50%. That's it. Three-point hit rate is 40% higher and the ball hit rate is also 90% higher, so the three hit rates are more than 180. So this honor is more inclined to the Alliance God to get a break, so the King of Data James reached 22 seasons. Why not honor this honor at all? Although the old John career season his head-to-head hit rate is more than 50% and the three-point hit rate is only 40% higher in the 12-13 season. And his free throw hit rate has not been high and the highest season is only 78%, so the old John cannot get this honor. It's harder to get this honor than to get this honor. His 20-season hit rate is only 46.8% and his three-point hit rate is never over 40%. The free throw hit rate is not over 90%, so he and 180 Club do not stick together. The 16-season hit rate of the Bill is more than 50%, but the three-point hit rate is not high. The highest. The free throw hit rate is only 85%, so he doesn't have a choice, and there are only 4 players in the current team that are close to 180 Club. You would never think that the last one would be just an extremely unknown player. First of all, Durant had achieved this achievement with his son in the 12-13 season. Durant's three hit rates were 51% and 41% and 90.5%. When the season was 28 points, the 8-ball version was the main attack. In fact, Durant was close to 180 Club in most of the seasons. Only because of his free throw hit rate of only 3 seasons more than 90%, and there is no doubt that Cooley is also close to 180 Club. In the 18-19 season, he hit 3 hit rates of 50% and 45% and 90%. In fact, Cooley is close to 180 Club in every season because of his free throw hit rate of only 50% in this season. In addition, Owen also completed 180 in the 2021 season when he hit 3 hit rates of 50% and 92% and 40% when he hit 27 points in the season and 6 assists in the 5-ball version. In addition to these 3 people, it is hard to imagine that Bologna has also entered 180 Club in the 18-19 season. He hit 3 hit rates of 50% and 42% and 92%. When he was in the season, he could hit 16 points for the 4-ball, 3 assists, but what was surprising was that Bologna, who was only 32 years old, was now in a position where there was no ball to hit. Of course, when the Warriors got the Kuminga, he was not far from signing the Warriors. At that time, he had won 4 times in the history of the 180 Club. I have to say that in that era of defense, we know more about him as the assistant king, but we rarely pay attention to his head and basket hit rates. It seems that he should be the most underestimated shooter at that time.